Edo State APC chairman don chook mouth for the wayo and yamayama wey INEC returning officer do for Igobazua as Dennis Idahosa, Ovia Southwest APC member, carry waka go challenge INEC oga dem for Benin. Edo State APC chairman Colonel David Imuse tok say dem no dey happy with the constituency returning officer Professor Francis Osawaru Omorui for Ovia Southwest local government area sake of say dem no know why the returning officer no gree announce the results for the constituency headquarters for Igobazua. The APC chairman tok dis one for one talk with Tori pipo, and im come still tok say no be by chance say the constituency returning officer Professor Francis Omori come from Igobazua, same place where the PDP candidate from come, say na plan work and na im make the returning officer no gree declare the results.
It is true that we had elections in Edo on Saturday, and in most of the constituencies the results are ready and the results are known. For reasons best known to the returning officers from INEC, they are deliberately holding on to some results that are already in public domain. A typical example is Ovia Southwest constituency, where APC won very, very clearly. Results have been collated in all the wards and read at the collation centers in the various wards. But the constituency returning officer bluntly refused to announce the result at the constituency headquarters in Igobazua without any justification, without any reason. His name is Professor Francis Osawaru Omorui, a staff of University of Benin. He was specially recruited for this exercise. He's from Igobazua, where the PDP candidate also hailed from. It is not a coincidence. It's carefully planned. That is why, till today, the man is holding on to our result. He has to declare it. He has no reason to hold on to that result. And we sincerely hope that the REC, Resident Electoral Commissioner INEC in Edo, will do the needful and have that result released.
Colonel David Imuse tok say the returning officer no get right to generate petition by himself or push some people to go write petition after they don't see the results. In still tok say wetin happen for Edo State House of Assembly election was past wetin dem see for 1983 election.
Do you write a petition before elections, or you write petition during election? You write your petitions after results have been declared. And of course, the law has already stated it very clearly, the way and manner you should seek redress. The returning officer, whoever, has no power to generate petition by himself or encourage some stooges to write petition after results have been known. So the costs are there. In fact, what happened in most constituencies in Edo is worse than what happened in Verdict 83 during the NPN tsunami and the hurricane combined in 1983 elections. What happened in Edo here was worse than that. In many constituencies where they were overvoting in many polling units, as long as it's in favor of PDP, they will declare the result and neglect the overvoting. Where you have overvoting in favor of APC, they will annul the result from that center. A typical example is in Eastern Central. In Ward 4, there was massive overvoting, yet the returning officer accepted it, despite protestation from our agents, and declared the result in favor of PDP. But in Ward 6, where we just had only one unit with one overvoting, they cancelled it. You can see that it's a deliberate plan to deny APC of victory. In Owan West, Ward 11, the largest ward in that local government, there was so much violence that they destroyed virtually all boxes, ballot boxes, and ballot papers. Yet, they went ahead and declared the result in favor of PDP. Nothing can be worse than that. You were in Oredo, you saw what happened. There was civil war in Oredo East constituency. I think because of the outcry and the videos that have been flying all over, they have declared that one inconclusive. Ego, the same thing, inconclusive. Anywhere APC is winning, they will declare it inconclusive. In Igwebe local government, Ward 10 was completely destroyed. Yet, they declared the result in favor of PDP. So, you can see that what is happening here in Edo in this election on last Saturday is a premeditated action. Because the entire staff recruited as collating officers for this exercise are all staff of Unibe, recruited by Obaseki with the assistance of the VC and handed over to the REC Edo. So that's why you are seeing that today, it's like we are marching back towards the Stone Age. Verdict 83 in Edo better than Verdict 2023.
For the same matter, Honorable Dennis Idahosa, wey dey represent Ovia Federal Constituency and Ovia Southwest APC member carry waka go challenge INEC oga dem for Benin.
That is what we don't have, because telling us
in 2019 when we was denied our right to represent us. This election again, they are saying it's inconclusive. We are telling the whole world that no election is inconclusive in Ovia Southwest. For Ovia Southwest, the election was done unjustly. Honorable Osodiare don't want. We want our mandate.
Honorable Dennis Contox say 8 ward for the constituency on the day of election submit their results and them say it is valid and na just ward 9 and 10 them they wait for. In Contox say the next day as them begin to collect result, the returning officer for the 2 ward talk say everything dey normal, but all of a sudden everything changed as Professor Francis Omoruyi, wey be the INEC returning officer, Contox say the election are inconclusive. Inconsi say make INEC allow people vote count and make them announce the result, and if them no announce them, then go carry the protest go Abuja.
I'm aware of the injustice that has been done to them, and that is why we are here. And based on the new electoral act 2022, look at the facts that we have before you. All the words from ward 1 to 8 as of the very day of election, which is on the 18th evening, the returning or the collation officer acknowledged to us that from ward 1 to 8 was all the results were valid. That pending 2 wards, that's ward 9 and ward 10. Now we waited, the next morning we convened at 9 and we met with him, and the collation started again. They brought ward 9 and ward 10. Ward 9, there was no cancellation of any units, none. Then ward 10, the collation officer from ward 10 told us clearly that there was no problem, the election was peaceful and credible and fair. He made the video, we have that fact. Then, all of a sudden, we saw the countenance of the returning officer, who is also from my community. I tried several times to tell him to do the right thing, and he refused. What are the right thing? The only 2 pending units that we have in our, based on the facts, is Ward 10, Unit 4 and Unit 11. And we have carefully looked at the total number of collective voters or collective PVC in those 2 units. It is not greater than the number he is leading with. What do you think the returning officer or the collation officer is supposed to do to declare him? We understand the law, we know, and that is why these women are here for you to give them the justice. They have voted and they have protected their votes. They need this man to be declared as the winner of Ovia Southwest election, House of Assembly. So please sir, for the sake of fairness, justice and equity, we need you to use your good office to provide the people of Ovia Southwest the justice that they deserve. Thank you.
We don't want to put the laws into our hands. We are law-abiding citizens, and that is why we are here. Please sir, we know that a lot of things happened because we heard both in their conversations there was a lot of pressure from this state, from these top offices, these officials from this office on that man. It's okay. Let me finish. If you want me to go further, we can print a call log of that man, and we'll see. I will prove it to you that top officers of this commission were busy calling that man not to declare that result. So I rest my case. I want justice for my people, and I want justice for God Almighty that have elected this man, because it's God that gives power, not human being. Thank you very much.
APC House of Assembly candidate for Ovia Southwest constituency, Honorable Edo Contox say the returning officer na do some kind mago. Say dem tell am say make no announce the result again. We come make am say the election are inconclusive.
You cannot do what the professor has done, but the professor can undo what the local government returning officer can do or has done. There was no petition in my ward. The returning officer invited somebody to write a petition so that he would stand on that. That one is what I can tell you.
No problem.
You understand?
Yes.
So for me, for me, I have won this election.
No, that's not
and nothing will change it.
Let me
Then you can announce this result here if you are willing. Because when the returning officer was announcing inconclusive, what he told us is that somebody higher has told him not to do it. Are you getting it? Not to announce the result. Yet we were seeing giving a phone. It was being questioned. Don't announce. We are aware where the forces are coming from.
We've listened to you.
Thank you.
Friday, Osaro Agedo wey tok to tori pipo come tok say after the collation of the 10 ward, the returning officer begin dey make calls, and after some time im come tok say the election na inconclusive.
All wards were collated. As at on Saturday, we have collated 8 wards, and the INEC returning officer, Professor Omori, came around after 9 and said they were expecting the remaining 2 wards, which is Ofunama and Nikoroga. Then he said they have accepted the 8 wards already, that we should come back the next morning and continue so he can announce whatever it is he wants to announce. In the morning we came back and we find out that they already brought the balanced 2 wards. Only for him to just be coherent, he was not balanced. The Professor Mori and the INEC officer in Igobazua, they were busy making calls. The member house of rep was telling them, what are you doing? You've collected the 10 wards already, just make an announcement. Only for him to stand up after about 3 hours and said they got a petition in the morning from someone. People came to shout. Is he trying to tell us that PDP members were the one who told him to announce results? After about 2 minutes from when he said the election had been declared inconclusive, he was guided by PDP members and security agencies. And they were all laughing. And they were happy. They were from government house. The INEC man was guided by PDP members and security agencies, and they were happy. They left. What happened there that was a total electoral fraud. The 10 votes have been collated. We found that even on INEC website, it has been updated. So why can't they announce the result for the people? Why are they trying to impose destiny in Abulele, who was rejected by his kin men? He was rejected by Igobazua people. He wants to force himself on us? God forbid.
Edo State INEC Head of Voter Education and Publicity, Mr. Timidi Wariowe, wey come talk to the protesters, come talk say INEC Benin go carry the matter go INEC headquarters for Abuja. Say make them dey patient as him no get right to do anything about result, but at the state level, dem say go touchlight the matter, but the final decision na from INEC headquarters for Abuja.
Supposed to do the right thing, and that is why we employed them. The returning officer has his rights,
Yes.
okay, to look into, the results that have been submitted to him.
Declared at the ward level.
At the ward level.
Yes.
If there are petitions, just as you have petitioned this one, and we say we can send it to INEC, but if there are petitions, he can look into the petitions that have been written and take a decision. That is what he has done. Okay, he has the powers. The returning officer has enormous powers. So he has the powers to do
give
that.
you information.
Some of the politicians here, they know there are ways we do these things. I said that the returning officer has so much powers. The returning officer, even though he's employed by us.
Returning officers at both the local and ward level, not only at the local government.
They have so much powers. Okay. We cannot, the state office here, we cannot change that result. Okay. We cannot change that. We have to send it to INEC headquarters in Abuja to take a decision. I am only speaking for the commission. I'm only directed by the Honorable Resident Electoral Commissioner to come and address you people. Already, he said, there is a petition from this constituency that is on his table, and we are going to forward it to INEC headquarters. Elections are declared at state constituencies, not here. We were not there. The returning officer has declared. We are not here to do injustice to anybody. We are not here. To disenfranchise people. We are not here not to allow somebody that has won election, not for him to do anything so that the person will not get his money.
We are seeing opposite right now.
Now, we are here in the state office. We will send it to headquarters. But even we here in the state office, we will also look at this matter. Thank you. We'll also look at this matter.
Thank you very much.
We'll also look at this matter. But the final decision will come from INEC headquarters. Yes, the final decision will come from INEC headquarters. Just as you have been patient just as you have marched to this place for a peaceful protest, please wait to hear from the commission. It may take 1 or 2 days. It may take 1 or 2 days, but we'll definitely get back to you. Whatever Abuja says, we'll let the candidate or the man that wrote the petition, the lawyer,
the winner,
yes,
the election.
Oh no, fine. Whatever means we'll
yes,
communicate.
Winner now.
Whatever means we'll communicate to the party or the candidate. The decision.
You don't do something. We'll stay here for 3 days. No stand here.
From Benin City, Taiwo Ayeni, TMC TV News.